Hello everyone, welcome back to channel. Wherever, however and with whoever you cycle, there are certain accessories and equipments you need to ensure your safety and prevent you from being stranded on the road. In this episode, I will explain these needs and why you require them. These needs apply to all type of cycling, whether it's road, mountain, city, folding, gravel, etc, 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 whichever bike you can imagine. Let's start with safety equipment because these are the ABC of cycling. Helmet. No matter what, you should never ride without a helmet. Although bicycle helmets may not appear to be very protective in terms of their structure and how they look, they will protect you from many severe head injuries in the event of an accident. Remember that you can fall off your bike even when getting off it and at a high speed or somewhere else. Accidents can happen from any direction at any time. Cycling glasses. Bicycle is a vehicle that moves at a certain speed. If something gets into our eyes while riding, we can do a reflex movement and this can cause an accident. We can harm ourselves or the people we are cycling with. Of course, there are countless models produced by many brands for cycling glasses with options at both low and high prices. Choosing the most suitable one for yourself and buying it before starting to ride a bike is a move that I strongly recommend. The advantage of cycling glasses being specifically designed for cycling or similar sports is to prevent in the wind hitting your faces from causing our eyes to water or dry or carrying objects into our eyes. It would be a good idea to choose a product that will cover the eye area nicely, even if it's not specifically designed or made for cycling. You can choose the color or lens features according to the weather conditions you're riding in or your budget. Gloves. Gloves are the first and foremost a safety equipment, and secondly a comfort accessory. When you fall or experience any pressure on your hands, you naturally use your hands to protect yourself. Additionally, gloves with various support will increase your grip comfort and reduce the pressure on your hands. However, don't expect a miracle in terms of reducing the pressure. If your bike settings are not correct, the result can be disappointing. By the way, if you don't want to miss the upcoming episodes about bike adjustments, consider subscribing and turning on the notifications now. This way, you will be notified when new videos are posted. When buying gloves, pay attention to how you feel when you grip the handlebars and make sure there is no tightness or pressure between your fingers when you wear them. The rest is all about colors, preferences and your budget. Front and rear lights. The topic of bike lights can be a bit confusing. Personally, I don't think it's necessary to have huge ones, but it's up to you to decide. Regardless of whether it's a day or night, having a light on, at least in flashing mode, is essential to increase your visibility. The lights designed to make us more visible are generally more smaller and lighter. They work fine as long as you are not riding in extremely dark and isolated areas. But if you want to see ahead of you, if you want to see what's going on, a good front light is a must to have. When it comes to the front lights, you want to avoid the materials that have extremely high lumens and scatter the light everywhere. They may light up the road in front of you, but most probably they can also blind the oncoming traffic and may cause accidents. Look for lights that have a lens or similar feature to focus the beam onto the road. For a city or road bike with this kind of specifications, 400 or 500 lumens are more than enough for riding in any conditions. Also, more lumens mean a faster consumption of the batteries. For the rear light, it should be as visible as possible from behind and ideally have a wide angle of illumination. For sure, they must be bright as possible, but don't forget to turn off during a group ride. Bottles and bottle cages. Whether you stay 30 minutes or 30 hours on a bike, you must consume enough amount of water with good ingredients. If you don't replace the fluids, you lose through sweating. You will experience performance losses at first, then more serious consequences may happen. Instead of using a metal and hard bottles, opt for soft and squeezable ones so you can consume the fluids without having a stop. It's also important that they are BPA free, but in my opinion you should only use bottles maximum 6 months or 1 year and then dispose them. So it may not be necessary to spend too much money on them. In the summertime, thermal bottles may have some more advantages. As for the bottle cages, there are many options depending on your preferences. The important thing is the bottle you buy stays in the cage without falling out in the conditions you ride. Metal bottle cages loosen over time. If you are riding on gravel or mountain trails, a tight-fitting plastic cage would be more reasonable. Moreover, if you are using a small bike, it's more convenient to use a side-loading cage rather than a top-loading one when mounting and dismounting. This is especially advantageous for mountain bikes, especially for suspension mountain bikes. So far, we mostly talked about the safety-focused needs, which are the ABCs of the bike equipments that you need to acquire them when starting out. From now on, the following items are more optional, but they can save lives and make your rides more enjoyable. Saddlebag, inner tube, tire level, and multi-tools. The contents of your bag and what you choose to bring with you may vary depending on your personal preferences, but the logic is as follows. You should have necessary items with you to repair a flat tire, tighten a loosened bolt, or inflate the tire if it loses air. Like me, you don't like the large bags on your bike. You can carry a small spare tire, self-adhesive patches, a little pump or a carbon dioxide cartridge, and a tire lever or two. Or you could opt for an inner tube with a glueless patch, a larger Allen wrench, and a bigger pump if you don't mind to carry a bigger bag. Don't say, I cannot fix it, I will just take a taxi. There might be places where you cannot find a taxi or they may not be available. So you could learn on the spot or someone else could help you if you can't fix yourself. Bicycle clothing, bib shorts and jersey. Don't say, I don't want to wear tights and shorts and jerseys from now on. If you are a city rider, there are types that can be worn inside the shorts like a liner. Trust me, it will greatly enhance your riding experience. Also, if you don't have a bike that is ridden very upright and slowly, don't buy a gel saddle cover or something similar. They tend to move around on the saddle and can be more uncomfortable when you are looking for some more performance than you have right now. By the way, you need to wear bicycle tights and bicycle bib shorts and shorts directly onto your bare skin without an underwear. Otherwise, it will cause discomfort instead of comfort. And side note, if you are not going to wear shorts over them, please don't buy white ones. For the upper clothing, it's important to wear clothes that keep your body cool and dry. Not everyone needs to wear cycling jerseys, but it's good to have a comfortable product that keep you cool and dry. As your performance and visual expectations increase, it's beneficial to switch to products that fit your body more tightly. Tight-fitting products allow sweat to be easily removed from the body. At the bottom of the list for me are the clipless pedals. There are several advantages and disadvantages of clipless pedals and shoes. There will be episodes about how to buy them. Please subscribe and turn on the notifications to be informed about these episodes. Depending on your needs and usage style, transitioning to clipless pedals and shoes can give you advantages, especially in terms of performance and enjoyment. If you are using your bike for commuting, riding as a cruiser bike or a slow short distances, etc., you probably won't need them. But wearing tights, a cycling jersey or a clipless pedal and shoes isn't necessary, but they will be like adding cherry on top on your ice cream sundae. We reached the end of this episode. You can find the affiliate links to the products I personally use at the descriptions. I hope the information I shared in this episode was helpful and useful for you. If you enjoyed this episode and want it to reach more people, you can share it with your friends and leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments to support me. See you at the next episode. Stay safe and keep pedaling till the next time.